Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gamers. This is Small Archangel in Ostriv, and thank you for joining me for today's episode. And I am panicking ever so slightly because I've just been utterly spammed on logging in with messages telling me that all my people are out of food, which is not terrific. Now, we did try and resolve this in the last episode a little bit by putting more products for sale in each of these stalls, because I'm not sure that we have open vacancies, but nobody actually to take them on at the moment. So placing more stalls is no use to us. And this stall here just doesn't have anybody manning it and hasn't got any food in it apart from one egg. And so I'm not quite sure what Hanya Narizna is doing. She's taking rest at the moment, so this is obviously her downtime. But that stall's been empty for as long as I can remember. It seems there are some natural variants in people's well, I don't know, work ethic, should we say? I'm not entirely sure. But there you go. So on with the show. Let's see. I'm not quite sure who's out of food. Pretty much everybody. Pretty much everybody. This one's got 0.03 milk. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully that will be an upward trend rather than downward because, yeah, I don't know. Seem to be really quite sort of struggling at the moment, what with one thing and another, to sort of balance these things out. I never seem to have enough workers, but there you go. So there are a few things that we need to do in this episode. I have had a few suggestions from people, helpful suggestions. I think family being out of food and out of wealth is an issue that lots of people have had to deal with, and whether there are any easy solutions, I don't know. I ain't come across any, put it that way. But Cathom was probably not the only one to suggest that we have a hay. Now, what do we call this thing? A hay rick, a hay barrack, okay, I'd quite kind of call it a hay stack, really, close to our cow shed. In fact, we could put one right next to it. Look, there we go. We could have one right next to it, right there, and that's not too far either. Damn it, I always do that. I clicked the wrong button. Let's try that again. There we go. We have that right next to our cow shed, but also quite near to our drying racks. And then hopefully we will have people who can kind of, yeah, let's just make sure our resource supply, labour by cart, there we go. And by wagon, well, we probably perhaps need some more wagons, actually. We've got a wagon cart here, and it's got some carts in it, but only 2. And what about this one here? That's got 4. Well, it's got parking for 4, but 1 is out at the moment. Maybe we need more wagons. Maybe we need more wagon parking as well. Maybe we need a wagon park somewhere over by our farm. And maybe that would help with getting sort of food around. Oh, yay, we've actually got a bit of food here. Higher options, resource supply, worker by cart. Let's just like fill that up so that our stores here have got resource supply by all means possible. And maybe that will help to keep them stocked with food for our people. There we go. Keeping our options open. There we are. So we've got a hay store closer to. Oh wow! Look, that's cool. This one I hadn't noticed it. I was just thinking that looks really tall, and it goes up and down like the old gasometers used to. So this has got nothing in it at the moment, and then it gets taller and taller. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we want to make sure that this has got plenty of. It's got 12 creatures in it now, and we had 10 before. 12. Okay, so does the bull not count then? Because we did have 10 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. We have 9 cows. Did one die? I bought 10 cows. Has one turned up its toes, turned up its hooves? Because they're only like 3 years old. Surely, I don't know. How long do they live, cows? In real life, generally speaking, they live longer than 3 years. I'm pretty sure about that. If they're allowed to. See, you know, you don't like turn them into beef before that. So, yeah, maybe we should, you know, slaughter them before they get too old. But I want to know how we breed them. It would be nice to have some little calves, wouldn't it, really? It would be nice to have some calves. So we'll make sure we get, yeah, labour by, yeah, got all the options there as well. Yeah, we can build a slaughterhouse. Cows. For breeding, you need at least one bull. We have one. That is fine. So breeding should happen automatically then. There is no breed cattle option on here, so I'm assuming that that's just gonna happen in the fullness of time. Okay, that's fine. All right, so in the meantime, we have another house being built as well, and we're going to need a few more houses too. But with the food situation the way it is, I'm a little bit reluctant on that one. Hopefully, we're getting, this is getting a little bit better now. Flour and fish. I am going to try placing another cart rank somewhere. We need cart parking, and I think we need one near to our farm. Just because it is really quite... We've got one here, close to the farm actually, it's really near the farm. And then we've got one in the town centre as well. Maybe we need one kind of over here also, I don't know. Maybe we just need to pepper them all over the place, maybe, I've never noticed that all the carts being out at the same time. So I'm not sure if that is an issue, but it can't hurt to have some more around the place, can it really? Let's just see, which way around does this go? I think it goes that way. Yes, it does. Okay, and that's uneven terrain. Let's see if we can place this here, or maybe replace it here if we can turn it around, it'll fit. There we go. Maybe we'll place it there, because there's definitely... or maybe we need another one in the town centre. Oh, I have no idea. Where is the best place to put these things? I don't know. Looking at the pathways, yeah. We haven't got that huge or sprawling place yet, and we aren't finished building houses around here yet, so I perhaps shouldn't put any cart parking in this district, so to speak, just yet, because we haven't finished building it. But I think maybe... having one of these here is not such a bad plan. There we go. And then perhaps we need to order a couple of carts. Now, having done that, of course, we need an open vote. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're looking for job 0, so he must have been working as a labourer or something. So there's cart or something on order there. There is also something else that we want to order, and that is we want to order a plough for our farm. Now that's not an urgent order. That's not an urgent requisition. The ploughing season is well and truly done. We're halfway through July at this point, so that is not, not needed urgently. Therefore, we should be good to kind of, put that on a back order. Hopefully he's gonna sort of start making that though. Good. Okay, there we are. So we've got fishermen now. Do you know what? Every time I look at my employees, they seem to be taking rest. Now there's no day and night cycle, so there's no obvious time for people to be sort of taking a break. He's actually going to work at the moment, and so they tend to be kind of all over the place all at the same time, really. We've got one person here. No, we've got 2 guys here. 1 out of 10 eggs for breeding, and we have 18 hens. Now, that's quite a lot of their hens, actually, isn't it? Okay. I'm not sure if we can make chicken meat, can we? I'm going to, again, just do that. Now we've got more carts on the way. Yeah, look at all these hens. We've got quite a lot of hens, actually. And I'm not sure if we've got the option of slaughtering hens. Well, you buy live chicken, blah, blah, blah. Yes. I'm not sure if we have the option of stocking, of making chicken meat part of our chicken meat. You see, I could stock chicken meat in one of these. Chicken, egg, milk, potato, flour. Let's do chicken meat in here. Rather than chicken egg. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. Right, houses. So we want to, and I will just risk putting that on mid-speed. It just seemed last time, every time I put it on the top speed, people were sort of quietly starving to death in the background, which is not cool. Housing. Okay, so We got some more housing to put here, and I'm wondering whether we should put these facing the other way, really, just because I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep these houses facing in this direction. Yeah, we've got a family out of food, and who is it this time? You. That one's out of food as well. You see, they've got the wealth. They've got the wealth. One chicken egg, and they've got nothing either, have they? So I don't know. Are they like too far from the market to deal with it or something? These guys over here are further away and they can manage. I don't get this out of food business. I really don't. It's like there is food there. There is lots of food. Do I need to set up a new market, another market over here? But it's not those that are out of food. It's the people over here are out of food. I don't get it. I don't understand really. I'm not sure if there's actually anything much that I can do about that, to be honest. All right, so let's just see. We'll put one more here. There we go. There we are. And we've got a weaver's workshop as well, and they're removing trees to be able to build that weaver's workshop. So we're placing a weaver's workshop here to, oh, for goodness, more of them. But it's the same ones, isn't it? It is the same ones every time. This one's out of food, that one's out of food, that one's out. They've got plenty of wealth. What the heck, people? I don't understand. There is food in these, but not ever so much, I suppose. But I can't set up any more market stalls because there's no one to man them. Oh, hello. That's not quite what I meant to look at. Migration status, yes. Okay. Now let's just look at that. Adults 34, working 28. You see, what's going on with that? Adults 34, but does that mean that, yeah, 28 out of 34 adults are working. So what the heck are the other ones doing? There are 18 open vacancies, unemployment 11%. Now, why are they unemployed when there are 18 vacancies? This is what I don't get. No wonder they run out of money, and then they run out of food, which doesn't make sense. I mean, it does if they've run out of money, but not if they haven't. So, yeah, I don't get it, folks. I really don't get it. There are loads of jobs available, and they're just not doing them. As I say, there is a limited amount that one can do. There really, really is. Okay, so we've got a plough on order, and that's going to take some doing, isn't it? It's going to take a little while to do. I think I am going to put some more market stalls out. As I say, over here is not where the market stalls are really needed, because the houses over here seem to be stocked with food. It seems to be the ones that are on top of the market that aren't, which is a bit bizarre. I'm not sure I quite understand that, but there you are. So what I'm going to do, I think we should perhaps we should maybe try placing some more market stalls, but who the heck's going to man them? I honestly don't know, or woman them as it stands. So, yeah, I don't get that. We've got all these open vacancies and nobody actually doing them. They're just sort of sitting there. Unemployed. You see, the mother is unemployed. Why? Does she have to stay home and look after the kids? That doesn't seem to be a thing in this. Isn't she's unemployed too? And they just don't seem to, I don't know. They don't have to look after the kids. They don't need a kindergarten. I don't know. I don't understand. All right, so how many we've got now? 22 heads now. Hello? Do we need somebody working in our slaughterhouse? Is this the thing? Is this what we need? Slaughter? Yes. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can get somebody working in the slaughterhouse, because if we can, then we might actually get... we've got 10 cows. Oh, my word. Okay, so they seem to be dying off here. We've got 10 cows now. And they seem to be just, dying. Oh God, hang on. My ox have gone. My oxen have gone. Hello? I had a pair of ox and they've just gone. What is going on with that? Why have my oxen vanished? I know I've ordered a plough, but it's not built yet. at all. And I don't know, when I placed an order for a plough, did that, 2 more orders in queue, did that make my ox vanish? I guess it might have done, actually, because they're kind of allocated for it. I'm gonna guess that's what's happened, because they were expensive animals. I don't want them just vanishing. All right, let's go for this. Let's assume that these are gonna actually, they're gonna actually breed, and we'll put a cow up for slaughter. A cow, just one, because at this point I don't want I don't want to be in a position of finding out too late that you see, taking rest again. They're taking rest again. What on earth? There's only ever one boat out. Driving me crazy. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to get into a position where I've slaughtered half my cows and the things aren't breeding, because quite honestly, if my cows breed like my people behave irrationally, then yeah, we're in trouble. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to risk doing this, and as I say, if everything goes kaboom, then quite honestly, there is zero that I can do about this. Basically, yeah, there is absolutely nothing we can do about this. Once these families, once their children grow up, presumably they will not struggle quite so much for food, because and wealth, because their children will then be able to earn food and set up households of their own, which is another reason why we need housing. Of course, we're presumably going to have to house some more people. Their family is out of money. Yeah, that would be because the father is yet again unemployed. No, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Family is out of money. Yeah, we know it's the same family. If the guy got a job, we'd be fine. Yeah? Get a job. Okay, well, I'm going to ignore him. I am going to completely ignore him. There are tons of jobs that he could have. There are 24 jobs. I beg your pardon. 32 vacancies. Hello, is anybody doing any work at all around here? That is crazy. Has he got a job yet? Labourer. Okay, right. Meanwhile, the harvest is coming in, which is nice. We've got this hayrick here, hasn't got any hay in at the moment at all. By labourer, okay, higher options. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave that as it is. Do you know what? This is just on its way down through the floor. Okay, so we are going to have to put up rents. Okay, and we're going to have to do that, because unfortunately we can't have our town treasury running out of money. So it used to be about 500, and now it's just going down through the floor. Presumably, if the treasury runs out, we are in stuck. So we don't want that happening, really, do we? Alrighty, so we're just going to hit that and cross our fingers, quite honestly. Now, one other thing that I had thought to do, we've got production, we've got various means of production. We've got a hemp workshop still not being built, because we've got, big sort of, we've had to have all the trees cleared first. Once we've got, whatever, I'll bet it's the same ones. Is it? Yeah, it's the same ones, because, oh no, he's in the Weaver's Workshop construction. Super! There's our Weaver's Workshop. It's being built. That is nice. Okay, so once we've got our Weaver's Workshop constructed, then we're going to be able to start crafting clothing. And if we get to a point where we've got shoemaker's workshop and a tailor's workshop and things, then we're going to be able to start exporting stuff like that, which will bring more money into our little town as well. And that is what I would like to get to the point of being able to do. So, looking ahead for that then, well, we're going to have more housing, but we are struggling at the moment to be able to 26 hens. Hello? Can we, I don't know, kill some of these? I don't know. I don't understand. 3 of 10 eggs for breeding. I don't know. We don't really need to breed any more hens, do we? Let's just, I don't know. If they could slaughter some hens, that would be quite good. let's just have a look at this. We've got 11. Oh, bull, cow, 1 month. Oh, and a bull, oh, newborn bull. Oh, that's cute. They're breeding. This is nice. Okay, let's just hit up a couple of cows for slaughter. Then we know that they are breeding, so that's nice. We've got 2 new ones, so we can slaughter a couple of older ones, and that way we get them before they actually. Oh, we've got nobody in the slaughterhouse, which is kind of rubbish. We've got nobody in there. We've got a plough being made. 2 out of 2 animals. Excellent. Yes, that is what happened to my oxen. Good. Thank heaven for that. Meanwhile, the harvest being taken in, which is good as well. And this house here is getting completed gradually, which is good, because we're going to need some more people. Families out of money. Let me guess who. Yes, it's them again. He's unemployed again. What on earth? Is there a trick to this? Because seriously, messenger from Ballyclere is visiting now. Okay. From Ballyclere. Offers, demands potato. Do you know what? We don't have any potatoes. This is a problem we have at the moment. Flour, cow and iron. We don't need any of those things, I'm afraid. Potato, I'd love to be able to sell them some potatoes, but I can't because we don't really have any potatoes ourselves. This, we have no potatoes in there. Iron, we have 134 iron. I wish this would go away. There seems to be nothing we can do about that though. This has got 5 iron in it. And nail, okay. So I'm going to find a home. I'll find his home. I'm going to lay him off because we have to watch this, but there is as many nails there as he can produce. So we'll do that, and then hopefully we'll have somebody free to work elsewhere. There, we've got a guy in the slaughterhouse, maybe the same guy. I'm not observant enough to have spotted that. Let's see, we've got 2 new carts here as well. Nice. Hopefully that's going to help to keep things stocked up. We haven't got ever so much food in any of these, have we? So labourers hiring. Okay, there we go. So I don't know, we've got 63 people, and of these, yeah, wealth distribution 34, 29 working. So we've got about 5 people out of jobs, and it may be that there aren't any jobs near enough too. But that is why I've built this little place here, and I'm hoping that that's going to bring sort of, I don't know, employment closer to here. Obviously, we've got some places that can provide people with jobs, but not, you know, not exactly hundreds. So maybe, given that this is our weaver's workshop, maybe we should look in our production tab and we should find our, now, that makes textile, right? And then this, oh, hello. Let me just make sure I've got the right. The tailor's workshop should go next to our weaver's workshop. That would make sense. Let's just turn that around a little bit. And we'll put that there. There we go. And then we'll have 2 jobs right there next to each other. Now, we can grow hemp, and I can't remember. There we go. That one did have hemp in it. So the growing season is over, so I'm going to change that to fallow. And this one was fallow and has now recouped its crops, so that's great. This one needs to be fallow. Can't change a crop during its season. Harvesting is not complete, that's why. Could have fooled me. Oh my word. Ah, I see. It's got the most teeny tiny little sunflowers in. Maybe because they, yeah, it just didn't have the nutrients to grow them. That one was potatoes, but that is now going to be fallow. So that it's got some nutrients, but it should be able to recover them quite well. This one is fallow at the moment, but it's got cows in, so we'll wait and turn that over. That one's now fully recovered. This one we'll reassign those eventually. That one's fallow now. This one's potatoes, or was potatoes, so we'll turn that over to fallow. This one hasn't been harvested yet, and that one hasn't been harvested yet either. So there we go. Okay, so that one is going to be fallow. This one is completely recovered. This one, we're going to make that. Can't change a crop during its season. Okay, we can't change that one just yet. So we're going to have to leave it. All right, so we'll have to change those over later in the season, I think. Cows, current 9 because we slaughtered some, and I'm not sure that it. Yes, I'm not sure if it counts the little tiny baby ones. Look at that, we can turn these into ox, but we won't because we want. I might turn that one into an ox once it grows up. Or maybe kind of sell it or something, I don't know. Anyway, so they're breeding nicely, which is good. We've got, this house here still isn't finished. Let's just ramp that up a little bit again. There we go. We've got a few building projects on the go here. Once these are done, we will unpause that house, and then we'll have another house growing as well. But it's all going to be quite a slow process. And then if we have a look at our production tab, is there anything else we haven't got? Well, we're going to need eventually, because we've slaughtered some cows, we're putting some cows for slaughter now. We can have a tannery as well, a tannery and a shoemaker's workshop. And it would make sense if the tannery and shoemaker's workshops were together as well, wouldn't it? And what I'm thinking at this point is I would really like to have a bridge. But it's the same chuffing family. It is the same family, yes. Then their wealth is pretty low as well. But then their father is unemployed yet again. And it's them. They're out of money and out of food. But that is because their father is permanently unemployed. I just hope he'll take a job here when that is finally finished being built. But at the moment, look at this. He's unemployed. He lives next door to a building site and he's not actually doing the job. Now he is. Now he's doing it. And now he's an employee. Look at that. What was that all about? Decided he doesn't like it or something. I have no idea. I despair. I quite honestly despair. So as I'm saying, I would like to make a bridge across the river. But at this point, I'm a bit undecided as to where is going to be best to put this bridge. I think, in a sense, it's going to be better to put it here. That said, there is a whole mess of trees in our way. Which is going to be, a little bit difficult. But basically, I just want a bridge to connect this bit of land with this bit of land. And then we can build, but it's covered in trees at the moment. But then again, if I put a bridge here, then we end up with a kind of this peninsula, which isn't ever so helpful, because then there's not much room to build. We end up having to have an enormous road to get to anywhere at all. So I think it's probably going to be better to sort of try and put a bridge here. Maybe we need to put another forestry workshop here, foresters, and get them to denude this place of trees. And then we'll have a bridge across here, and anything we build there, unfortunately, is going to end up being, it's going to end up having to have lots of trees cleared out of the place at that point. But I don't see what else we can do. It's the same family. The same family is out of money because he's unemployed yet again. Okay, well, do you know what? Having another forestry place. Where are you? There we are, look. In and amongst this lot of trees is not going to be any bad thing, is it? It just isn't, because quite honestly, maybe if we put it absolutely smack bang outside his house, he'll go and work there. This is my theory. I may be incorrect in that. Let's just turn it around so that the opening reaches. Need to remove 16 trees. Yeah, obviously it's going to take some doing because of that. But I will put, if I can, yes, we'll put it there. We will put somebody else in the forestry place. We'll just do that. There we go. Now, he's still unemployed, you see. That is crazy, isn't it? He's unemployed. He's surrounded by jobs and he's unemployed. Really, I have no idea. I really have no idea. Okay, there we go. And then we will work on the basis that eventually we will put a bridge across here, and then we'll have somewhere to expand into, so we'll be able to make another farm on this side and start setting up another community. In the meantime, I want this house finished, but there's just nobody. Yeah. Oh, it's them. That's the other one that's always out of food and out of money. They are both employed, however, so I don't know. But yeah, there is nobody to work on this. That is the problem. There is nobody to work on it. So that is not making any progress at the moment. But okay, once the farm has had all of its fields taken in, all its crops taken in. Oh, look, there's a plough. That is awesome. Look at that. There's a plough. That is brilliant. So we have a plough there. Here we have 9 livestock. And we have a cow of 3 months and a bull of 2 months. We have a family out of food, and it's the same one as usual. I don't know why I bother checking, just in case anybody else is out of food. Once this has all been taken in, then we're going to be able to reassign the fields. And we're also going to be able to, I'm just going to do that, to be honest, right away. There we go. And that way, we've got just a couple of women taking in the remains of the crops. And then maybe messenger from Derhaki visiting now. Derhaki offers salt, live dried fish, demands wheat and shoes. Okay, let's just promise them. There we go. Some wheat. We can sell them some wheat. There we are. Okay, folks. So we're going to leave this. We're going to leave this episode here. And oh my gosh, talk about your overpopulation of chickens. How on earth do we slaughter chickens? I don't get it. I think I'm going to have to, like, stop breeding them. Stop the hens breeding. It's crazy. It is December of 1724, so it is the end of our 4th year in this game. And we have got a couple of families who are constantly out of money and unemployed and everything else. Other than that, things don't look to be too bad. I think we've stopped the treasury falling through the floor. We are still struggling to get enough people doing the work that's available, largely because all of the people we have are not actually working, which means that I suppose that's always going to be the case. Inevitably, you're going to have a certain proportion of the population who aren't actually working, not unless it's counting children in that count. And of course, children aren't going to work. But when you look at the population tab, it says adults, and they're still not working. So there's still a lot of aspects to this game I can't quite wrap my head around. But we have got a plough, so next ploughing season we're hopefully going to be able to sort of put that into use. Now these guys here, we can lay them all off because they can't do any work in here over the winter. Can they? Because yeah, it's frozen over. The river is frozen over. The thatch limit has been reached, so we will lay him off as well, and hopefully we've got more people to do our building projects. Whether they will or not is something else. That's up to the vagaries of these people. We've got 3 guys in forestry, which we need at the moment because there's a lot of tree clearing to be done. We've got 1 guy there and there's nothing ordered, so we may as well lay him off for the moment as well, and then hopefully we've got plenty of workers to build our houses, etc. So in the meantime, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to let me know by hitting the like button. Also, feel free, please, to share your gameplay and your hints and tips on this game. And in the meantime, please do feel free to check out what else we have on offer on the channel. And until the next episode, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye-bye for now.